Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And now the rookie's free. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
There you go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. The Buccaneers at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now Mon. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Godwin continues to be the receiver every quarterback wants in his offense. Over 100 catches and 1,000 yards last season. Fills that reliable short field role and knows how to get open quickly on any type of route.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Mon looks to throw. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down from the gun, it's Mon. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. I think we're going to get a timeout here. It's a timeout here as it looks like we've got a line and shake it up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. And we will take a short break. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now it's gone. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Taken down at the 42. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Play action. It's gone. Out to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Anthony Barr, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is gone. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The defense was ready to go back to the count and even have a second player waiting to tackle the ball. If you're going to commit to tackle the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
This could be the turning point.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bond going to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore. Do it!
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mon.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Now Hill to return it.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
To throw on second down is gone. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, Goff.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air, Mon. That's to the sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
big plays for an offense.
Here is 3rd and 5. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Okay, ready? Here's 3rd and a few inches.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
They needed less than a foot, and they got a lot more feet than that. Quite a run there on 3rd and short.
As the running back, you love when the defense is stacked near the line of scrimmage. You know it's going to be heavy slogging in the beginning, but if you break free, nothing but green grass ahead of you.
Yep, smooth sailing and a big run because of it. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Bond now off of play action.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Bond. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out into half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Goff throwing again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mon looks to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Please get it together. Come on, boys, keep it going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's keep it up.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's White. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Mond's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let's make some good plays today.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Bond going to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Goff looking to change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A 4 receiver set here on 3rd down. They're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To throw is Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Mon.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
105 yards on the ground for him so far.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The second and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Back to the air, Mond.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now third down and very long. From the gun, here's Mond.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Seriously? Is that even a play?
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On to give. Here's Gibbs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Come on, set. 22 needle.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
They run the option on second down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now Mon.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On first down, here's Mon.
Touchdown. Stephon Sullivan, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Take that. Thank you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and a couple. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things aren't looking good. It'll